Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. I'm MysteriousJG. We are back in the Pharaoh's Tower because I was getting ready to do a recording session where I thought I'd take out one of the really four if you count Zodiac, but I mean three like optional super bosses. And this is one of those battles where like even if you are prepared, it's going to take you like an hour. So I wasn't like, I'm not making a secret of the fact that I was looking up ways to make this go faster, and I realized, oh, I missed, there's like, you should equip this, and like, I don't have that. And it's a treasure we didn't get here. But there's actually a couple of treasures we didn't get here. We are near the top of the of Pharos here. And there's a couple of treasures we didn't get in these zones. So we are going to come back and get them. And one of the things we didn't get is, well, there's two magic spells. We didn't get Flare or Ardor, and we didn't get the white robes. And it's possible we also didn't get a weapon called Antares, but I think maybe we did get Antares? Yeah, I think we got Antares. Alright, because we're getting ready to take on an enemy that's weak against Holy. A super boss that's weak against Holy, and the only status ailment you can hit it with is fire. So they recommend hitting it with, oil, excuse me. They recommend hitting it with oil and then using either fire or using holy. So the white robes are something that will make, I almost called her Fran, Ash more effective with Excalibur, a holy weapon. I can eventually put a holy spear on Fran. And we can use fire elemental damage shots with Pinello. But all these things really, I need to find these treasure chests we missed, and they should be 100% spawning. But they're in the next part of the level. Oh, and that's right, this is that part where you had to hit stuff in a certain order. So this might be a pain in the ass. Now that we've already beaten this puzzle once, it may not work quite the same way. You who reach this final sphere, no passer, and you will find the heights you've climbed, their glyphs. These shall be your guide. Look to the seal of night first. So this night seal was this. Yeah. So crap, we gotta deal with all this again because apparently I wasn't thorough enough in searching. But the treasures that we really want are up here, I believe. Although, hold on, we got first flight. Let me check my fact here. In the second flight, we should be getting Ardor and white robes. But even in the first flight, we should be looking for a spell called Flare. And I'm not talking about that Donny Osmond Flare. So I want to look real thoroughly around for treasure chests here because we sure seem to have missed it before. And we don't want to miss it again. Yeah, because, treasures in this game tend to not really be that good unless they're really, really good. There's not a lot of in between. Let's just hit it.
I can't.
She can't. See, I was hoping to find cool hidden treasures over here, more so than enemies. This seems like a treasure that might be Flare. Ooh, it's the big Flare treasure. We obtained Flare. There you go. Now I find myself wondering who can actually use Flare. And it's just, as with most of the good black magics, the only person who can actually use it in our party is Balthier. Hero of Final Fantasy Tactics remakes everywhere. So I no longer really care about this place because the big don't miss this item we've already got. So I think you do green the next time. And this took us to the second flight. So now, again, I gotta look real carefully because we missed treasure here. So I didn't want to. I considered backtracking through this without showing you guys, but then I also figured it was possible there would be something interesting about the treasures that we missed, considering that we missed them. It might have been kind of hidden or something, some kind of way you guys would want to get a chance to check out for yourselves. But I'm thinking they must be in that last little part of the level. Black sigil. Okay, so far so good. It's the very last one where you gotta Aeroga mode. It's the very last one you have to have a specific. You have to remember whatever it was that you used to climb up the previous levels. It wasn't really that. It's like the puzzle that you gotta get, sort of, kind of. I'm looking as carefully as I can. I'm not seeing it. Sigil of Sacrifice, Sigil of Sacrifice. Which does each of these represent, though? Crap. I think it was either pink or purple. And it looks like that was wrong. So we'll try this again, and this time we'll do pink, because I think it was pink or purple. And if we fail, we go to the area that gives you clues on how to do it. You have to fight a bunch of enemies, but that'll be fine. Okay, good. Wah, 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 wah. Here we are in the Tower of Messages from the Gods telling you you're stupid. So you can see how there would be hidden treasures around here. Waystone. Does it turn out we should never have hit that? Well, we landed right here by a tower. Tower McCastle. Tower seems to be protected, so take out tower dead a little tiny bit faster if we spelled stuff. Okay, this is probably what happened. We got to this end area and went up the next level without searching everything up there. I'd say hopefully this doesn't take us back to the beginning of everything, but it might have taken us back to the beginning of everything. Not exactly. We open the ancient door. I'd like to get my loots. Oh, Oh, I know this place. This is taking us to the place where we normally do our, normally have to fight a whole bunch of, monsters, to get in and out, so it did take us back to the beginning. Okay, fine. So let's approach things a little differently next time. We'll start with the black sigil, then I believe it was green, then red, then it'll be pink. And then we will take our time from there. And I could ignore this. Actually, I might be ignoring this and just because there's a recipe to make this through the bazaar. But I would have to grind for an item, and then also we wouldn't get the Ardor spell, which is actually one of the most powerful spells available to us. So yeah, whole kind of wasted video of backtracking through this dungeon. But hey, in the spirit of the hunt side missions, right? Yeah. Okay. I guess that was the quality of loot leveling up sound. I thought for a second we leveled, but nobody leveled. It just went. That's my impression of the sound. Pretty good now. How did we do it wrong? What? Screwed up somehow there. Well, I mean, this shouldn't be a problem because we've all got ribbons. The only guy I was having problems with before was a jet black guy who died, so. Did I do pink when I was supposed to do lavender, or lavender when I was supposed to do pink, or I don't know what I did wrong, but I did something wrong. I'm gonna get some use out of the Ardor spell. It might be my primary way of killing Zodiac, who decides to just be immune to all physical attacks for a big long section of the fight that we're gonna have with him. Maybe I'll do that rematch with Zodiac instead of going after Hellworm, which is what I was thinking of doing next. That was the enemy that, having read about an optional super boss when I was playing this on the PS2, I thought it was Hellworm, and I never beat Hellworm. Only to find out that Hellworm was like a preview super boss, and that there's a palette swap of it with like 10 times as many hit points and double the stats that I didn't even know about when I played this game on PS2. This is very much the Final Fantasy game that just pushes to the breaking point the notion that bigger, better optional boss fights are a good thing. The more hit points it has, the longer it takes to beat, the better the fight. Because this just threw shit at you that was supposed to take more than an hour. Even if you were like built up and not in any danger from the boss, it would still take you well over an hour to kill the boss. The optional boss, which is just dumb. Just to me, that does not mean good boss design. It's not just add a couple of zeros to the end of its hit point count. I think what happened there is that I went from black to green to pink and forgot that we had to get all the way up here before it was time for pink. So now this should take us to the right place. And I just need to search around here real closely before I go anywhere else. don't hit any waystones until I've made sure there's no loots left up here. Done, I thought a pretty thorough recce. You reach this final sphere through these great gulfs of space. To the undying, the final path belongs. Pure brilliance, unseen at distance, traversed, untainted by glyph and color. I think that means all the ones that you choose there are wrong, and you're supposed to seek out the other exit, which is over here. But I still haven't seen Ardor or the White Robes. Oh, here's something. A high potion. Because I took the thing before and it brought me over to a little zone which doesn't really have treasure chests. Stone gas. Okay, that did nothing to us because we have ribbon. Well, they said colorless. That might be white. But I think this is a trap, and you're just supposed to not use any of these. It did indeed send us back. Okay. So, I guess I'll pause and put this one together from 2 bits, because I want to actually... I don't want to waste any more of your time while I figure this out now. I was going to pause and check. First flight. Second flight. Hold on. I was going to see if I can find a video or something. I just followed an internal link within this thing, which didn't seem to work out very well. White Robes, Ardor, and Ultima Blade. I'm looking at where the hidden sections are supposed to be on the map. See if I missed any hidden walls elsewhere. Oh, there's a treasure chest right here. But it's just got Gil in it. No, I don't seem to be able to figure out where these things are. I have to actually switch between inputs to see the map, which is annoying, I would imagine. So I think what I need to do is just pause this and come back. Alright, muchos gracias to Juan Carlos Fernandez Gomez, because nobody in the English-speaking YouTube world apparently felt the need to make it so that you could tell where this treasure's at. But, I hope that didn't sound like I was making fun. But no, like, I found a GameFAQs thread. It didn't kind of briefly said something, but then moved on to talking about how the job system isn't as much fun as they thought it would be, and it's really a late game before you get different stuff. Then eventually I found a map that made it clear it was in a hidden zone. You have to go to a hidden zone, but I couldn't figure out how you actually get to the hidden zone. It just was pretty clear that there was a bunch of floor that I hadn't explored because it was that stuff that doesn't show up on the map. But finally, that person whose name I already mentioned, they actually have a video that shows that there's a point where we need to use a green pillar, but there's more than one green pillar because one of them is hidden away off in a corner. And you use that one instead of the obvious one, and you go to a different place. So if we just start this whole process over, but use a different green pillar, we will be fine. So it's black, then green. Somebody gave me a pro tip on how to, I guess you turn gambits off, that's what it is, in order to move around, avoiding enemies and being able to interact with objects better. Anyway, here's where it is. On this floor where we did find some cool hidden stuff. One of the things we found, which I kind of ignored, I guess, was a one of these magical waystone thingy-jiggers. Got a high potion, good for us. Wasn't here. It's somewhere in this zone. Over here, I think it was. Yeah, there's like... There we go. Fran's fallen and she can't get up. So now if we hit this green stone instead of that other green stone, we'll warp up here. This magical fun backtracking video is... See, now we're in a zone that we couldn't get to before. It's kind of like the clock game all over again from Final Fantasy XIII. So we got the Ardor spell. So that's really the most important thing that we missed. We also missed white robes. We got a mana fort trap. A Paul mana fort trap. That was me showing you wittiness. Back the shit out of that wall, Ash. Yeah. As for how we get back out of here, I don't know. Apparently that is only a fool's facade if we attack it from the right direction, because it wouldn't be a fool's facade. Over here. There may be another extra hidden thing, because there's another zone that we couldn't get to where you can get an ultimate blade. I don't care. Yeah, there's definitely a hidden treasure chest we didn't get here because there's an ultimate blade we could get. I don't care about that because I don't care about ultimate blade. I've already got one. You guys should have accessories. Why don't you have accessories? I guess I could give you guys... I'll give you guys cat ear hoods. I was thinking I'll give them something that'll be useful if I have to switch them in against the super boss, but for now, cat ear hoods. But her preferred... Because I guess it doesn't tell you this, but the white robes increase your damage with... See, I don't have a white mask either. Or maybe I do, but... They make you do more damage with holy weapons. So Excalibur for her, even though I went to all this trouble to get the best weapon in the game, the Tournesol, but Excalibur will actually be better against enemies that are weak against holy. Now I'm thinking if you were to use fire, there's probably a hidden fire gate that we could use as well. Because next up we're supposed to be using fire, right? I think. Oh no, we're already on the Inviso path. Okay, so this will be an Ultima Blade here. Which again, don't really care about. And then the pink path to righteousness. And that's it. We should, even though I thought we were already done re-exploring this place. We really should be done now. But let's go all the way to the tippy top and see if there's anything else that we could have missed. Because this is the end to the actual dungeon here. I don't know if we can warp out from here, but this should take us directly into all of our cool plot dungeon battles. Like, you know, the big battle, the big showdown between Baltier and his dad, where I completely failed to make Jecht references. What a horrible failure. I'm not sure if Ardor is... Ardor is a... we have Flare. Massive damage to one foe. I was expecting to see Ardor. I thought we got Ardor. Oh, Ardor is arcane magic, and it's fire. So we have a bunch of black magics and then one fire magic. So again, it would be like if I use the boys to fight Hellworm, I'll want to oil it up and use Ardor. If I use the girls, we'll probably be sticking with holy damage. We're not too long in the Midnight Sea. Coming all the way up here might not accomplish anything, but at least I'll be sure that I'm done with the place. Now, there's a hidden dungeon below this whole zone where there's some more stuff that we could do. More optional bosses to fight. The gods are well pleased that you've returned again. Even though the first time you didn't destroy the crystal like we wanted you to, maybe this time you will, even though... Didn't the crystal get taken away by somebody else? Well, whatever. I guess We destroyed it in a way that gave its power to somebody else, I guess. It was absorbed by Leviathan. Heaven Path, claim them, you're choosing, etc. And now this does nothing, because before it triggered plot. Now, I just gotta manually get out of this dungeon. Oh, well. Well, I guess I won't make you watch that. But when we come back next time, I haven't 100% decided if I want to try to defeat Hellworm or if I want... Well, I do know. We've got to go get... Another thing I found out while goofing around with facts is that we didn't get... And somebody mentioned this in the comments, although by this point I already knew it was an issue. But we didn't get the full rewards for defeating Behemoth King. There's like hidden-ish rewards. So we'll grab the hidden rewards for Behemoth King and then maybe go mess with Hellworm. Maybe not next time. Bye-bye.